Hey yo, what's going on? It's Jekt. I finished Elden Ring a couple days ago. Probably put like 30, 40 hours in the DLC. It was great. And figured that I'd give my opinion on what the hard bosses were, what the easy ones were, make a little tier list of it, and see what other people think of it. You know, because that's one of the best part of the Dark Souls games is some people think this boss is hard, and other people think it's a joke, and vice versa on another boss. And that's always like the coolest thing. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this list here. We got Ancient Dragon Man. This is going to include like the side bosses and the main ones. This is the guy at the end of the tunnel in the Dragon Cave. For me, he was kind of average. I was able to parry him, you can stun him, but he had this like dragon attack that would always one-shot me because my Skadoodle fragments, I didn't have many by the time I found him. So he took me actually a few attempts. Sometimes you can't parry him because he does this like jump attack, and it was really annoying. So I'd say he was average. He probably took me like 5-6 tries. Oh my god, Gaius. Fuck Gaius, dude. He's difficulty because of his stupid boar hitbox. I know everyone has talked about him before because his boar just like one-shots you or you can't dodge it. I tried rolling right. I tried rolling left. I tried jumping. I tried everything, dude. I tried rolling through the boar. That actually worked one time, funny enough. But yeah, the damage was so inconsistent and the dodging was inconsistent. Like sometimes I get one tapped by the charge. It would like hit me like 4 times as he charges, and sometimes I just take a little bit of damage, one little tick. Then he had this 7-hit combo that was really hard to dodge if you were like up close, and I'd always get hit by one of that. The rest of his movesets were pretty like easy, but he took me a lot of attempts just because of his stupid fucking boar charge. Oh, I hate it. He probably is the boss that pissed me off the most, honestly. Ancient Dragon Senesax. He's pretty easy. He had a lot of health. I think he has the most health in the game. But I just kind of like chipped away his feet. It's a dragon fight, dude. Like, they're all the same pretty much, besides like Bale. Black Knight Erdtree, he was easy. I just parried him. That's like the guy in one of the forts. I think he has like a two-hander. Or like not two-hander, like a Darth Maul blade. Black Knight Garu. I don't remember this guy, so he must have been a joke. I assume I probably just parried that guy too. Black Gold Knight. So I know a lot of people got hard stuck on him. You see, while people went up and to the left, I went to the right first. So I didn't fight him until later. But I put him at very easy because he did kill me. So the first time I walked in, he busted out the machine gun and shot me. And insta-killed me. But then after that, he's, just a basic, PvP fight. Chief Blood Fiend, I don't remember, so I'm gonna put it at easy. Count Ymir, I killed Count Ymir in one shot. I also was at Skadoodle level 20 by the time I fought him, so I didn't fight him like right away. I think I'll give him some respect and put him at easy, because his spells were hitting hard, even at Skadoodle level 20, so I can't imagine if you were lower. Like, I almost got one-tapped by one of his spells where he, like, summons a bunch of, like, finger lasers. I'll give him some respect. Curse Blade of the Labyrinth, that was easy. Like, these ones I don't even remember that well. Dancer of Rana, probably easy. Death Knight version 1. This guy took me a couple attempts. I'll put him at average. He's at the end of one of the long dungeons. I think that was the one with the frogs that stare at you and give you like death blight. He's very aggressive. And I think he has the thing programmed in where when you drink, he fucking charges you. And that's always fucking annoying. But he is parryable, and that was my saving grace. Death Knight version 2, kind of same deal. Death Right Bird. I hate this boss, man. Somehow they made the one from the snow hit even harder. He took me a couple attempts, but we'll put him at very easy. Actually, no, we'll put him at easy. Just because I fucking hate him. We'll give him some respect from the first game, too. But he's a very annoying boss. Easy to dodge, but very to punch. Like, if you get hit, you get hit. You know what I'm saying? Demi-Human Queen Magra. At my point in the game, I just one-tapped her, like in like 6 hits. Yeah, she took a lot of damage from my Bloodhound Blade. It was like 2k a swing and she was dead. Demi-Human Swordsman Master Owns. He's pretty simple. One and done. Divine Beast Dancing Lion. I'll put him at difficult. he only took me probably like 40 minutes, so, you know, however many attempts that is, like 10, 15 attempts. Um, he was a cool boss. I like how he like danced around and stuff and like spun around. He's pretty honest. My only issue with him was camera angles. Like, if you were locked on and he jumped around, like sometimes he'd jump over you and then like you're fucking like looking at his thong as he jumps above you and then he lands on top of you. So I ended up beating him after I got rid of camera lock. And yeah, then I fucked him up first try after I got rid of camera lock. I think I have a video of it, I believe. But yeah, camera lock was not the way with him. Very cool boss though. For a lot of people, this was the first Remembrance boss, but like I said, I went right and he's to the left. Falling Star Beast buff. He's pretty easy. We'll give him some respect though from the last game. Furnace Golem, dude, I thought the Furnace Golems were very difficult. Like, they have a lot of health. You die in one hit. Even at my max Skadoodle levels, dude, I was still getting hit really hard. You just gotta just run around their feet, stun them. They take forever too, because they have a bajillion health. They're probably the second most health, I think, besides the dragon. But at least you can, like, you know, get criticals on them pretty easy. They're really annoying. And they snipe you from across the friggin' world with, like, their whirlpool fire attack. Ghost Flame Dragon, easy. If this is the one in, like, Cerulean Coast, I believe it's called. Yeah, typical dragon fight, nothing special. This one, however, we'll put it average. If this is the second one, where it's the gank fight, where it's like the dragon and all the knights fighting, and then you run in too, and then sometimes, like, some attempts, the knights would fucking all focus me, and then the dragon's on me too, so you just get screwed, you can't dodge them all. And then sometimes the knights would just be cool and attack the dragon. But, yeah, that fight was fun, honestly. It was cool, though. It was like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a three-way battle. I really like that. The Hippo will put it average difficulty. He once again suffered from like what Gaius had as the hitbox problem. Where it's like little chomp where he hungry hippos. Sometimes like I'd roll and I'd be like behind him, and then all of a sudden I'd be like in his mouth somehow. He did a lot of damage too, but for the most part he's pretty easy, pretty honest. Besides the chomp, his phase 2 wasn't bad. Like, you got to phase 2, you pretty much won. But he did take me a couple attempts. He probably took like 8 to 10 attempts before I got it down. Jagged Peak Drake, it was easy. Dragon fight. The one fight was cool though, where you fought two of them at once. They were like fighting each other. It was like this one, the Ghost Flame, where it was like the three-way battle. You know, maybe I'll buff him to very easy just for that. Lamenter, dead instantly. Mesmer, oh god. I'm gonna put Mesmer as difficult. I struggled on him. My Scooter level was like 7, I think, 7 or 8-ish, maybe 9 with Mesmer. For me, everyone says his phase 2 was hard. For me, or everyone says his phase 2 was easy. For me, the phase 2 was hard, really hard. I could never hit the timing of the snakes, but as phase 1, man, I got that shit to a T. And also, you can parry him, which I'm a parry guy, but he's very hard to parry. He has very strict windows, and it was really annoying. So I just kind of did him the old-fashioned way, just hit him with a little quick dagger, make him bleed. But he took a while. He probably took like 2-3 hours, honestly. He really fucked me up. But great boss fight, you know. I like his one snake attack where like he does the giant AoE. That one was always annoying because I'd get one tapped by that. And then the other one was like he shoots like 2 snakes, and then another one's like delayed at the end. I'd always mess up the delay. But I liked Mesmer. He was a good fight. And his killing thing is going to be stuck in my head where he's like, embrace Mesmer's flame. I heard that way too many times. Murder, Mother of the Fingers. Mother of the Fingers. This is another boss I fought late. But they were cool. I like their whole thing. I'll put them at average. It's because I was so overpowered. I did this after I beat the final boss. That they still hit hard. The lasers were cool. The like little fingers on the side that like smack you can add up to a lot of damage. I died like 3 times before I finally got her, but I was just hitting her so hard. But I could see that fight being harder if you fight her early. We'll give it a little average. Midra, Lord of Frenzied Flame. This is kind of the same thing. I fought them after I beat the game. I think we'll put them at average. Maybe even easy. I think easy is probably the way to go. Phase 1, you know, it's a joke. You kill his fucking, like, dead body. Phase 2, though, they do spam some madness spells. You can get, like, madness and then swiped, and that'll still kill you. But they attack really slow. Like, their attack is, like... So you just slap that shit out with your fucking dinner plate shield. And, yeah, you need to do it 3 times. You get a critical. And you can also bleed, so... He's really squishy, even though he hits hard. So he kind of got fucked up by just getting parried a couple times. He took me like 2 attempts, I think, before I finally got it. Great fight, though. It's beautiful. I like the cutscene where he rips the stuff. He rips his head off, and then like the flame pops out. Cool fight. I wish they did more with Frenzied Flame, but it was pretty easy. The Putris Knight. He's another easy. Once I figured out you jump the blue flames, it was game over from there. His horse attack was cool, where like he summons the horse and then he attacks you and then like the horse comes again. Very cool, but I was hitting really hard with the Bloodhound Blade, and he kind of got fucked up. I think he was a one and done. Or no, I died once to him, and then yeah, that was it. It was game over after that. The bears I'm gonna put as difficult, dude. There's only other one. Yeah, these are pretty much the same fights. The bears were rough, man. Maybe even very difficult. I don't know, they're just fast, relentless, hit hard. Like, oh, they were rough. I also found them really early too, so my Skadoodle level wasn't super high. And yeah, I just always have hated fighting the rune bears, even in the old ones. The red bear guy, though, he's easy boss. Any boss that's like a human is kind of pretty easy, honestly. Besides maybe like the Dragon Man, who's kind of rough, and the Death Knight. And Renala, yeah, we'll put Renala at difficult. She was the first boss in general that I ran into, right? So I went right to the castle, greeted by Renala at like Skadoodle level 1. Oh, she took a long time. She took probably 3-4 hours. 1 hour was just trying to dodge. I also died in like 2 hits, so it was pretty brutal. I switched my strategies. I tried the knife. I tried the Bloodhound Blade. It was kind of slow. And then I ended up switching to parrying. Parrying worked, but I still like fucked up a lot. It also was the first boss like after coming back from like a year break from Elden Ring, you know? So I was a little bit rusty. And yeah, she fucking took advantage of that and shoved her swords up my asshole. I was getting fucked up by Renala. Beautiful fight, though. I can't wait to play New Game Plus where I kill her in 1 hit. Romnia, Saint of the Bud. Boss was a joke. Very easy. Yeah. I just jumped attacked her with Bloodhound Blade over and over. And I just stayed in between like her pincer and her, what's the other thing? Their like scorpion tail. And she barely hit me. She could only do like swing her fucking, what's it called? Her broom or whatever. Her spear. And she swings it so slow. She's like, eh. I didn't even, you might have been able to parry it. I didn't try, but yeah, I was just slapping her around. For phase 2, she just goes up in the air, you run away, and then she does the same stuff. She just runs at you, swings her slow ass blade, and then you just stay in between and you just slap her. Easy, easy. Skadoodle Tree Avatar. We'll give him an average. He hits really hard. His attacks, you know, are pretty wild. His hitbox is weird because, like, his head... Dude, he was trolling me. His head, like, bobs down. And then when you go to attack, he, like, lifts it up. Bobs down. Fuck that guy. But, he's a cool fight. I like how he had 3 lives. I like how his attack switched, where, like, he has the charge, and then he has, like, the roots that pop up and has the bleed. But he is squishy. He's like a glass cannon. Hits really hard, but he also gets hit hard in return. He took me like probably like 4 or 5 attempts. But yeah, once you get it down and you just smack his face a few times, you'll fuck him up. Tree Sentinel times 2 buffed. I don't even notice, dude. Easy boss. And it must. I don't know if you're supposed to fight both of them, but when I ran in, there was only the one. The other one didn't aggro, so I kind of fought him, you know, one at a time. Rock Shaka, he got parried. Jory, the Elder Inquisitor. He was easy. I think I just ran behind him and backstabbed him like 5 times. Like, he's pretty slow. He has a huge hitbox on his rear. So now we got the big 2, Radahn and Bale. Radahn's most difficult, dude. Radahn was tough. He was like 3 hours of attempts. This phase 1 is pretty easy. This phase 2 is some bullshit, right? A lot of people think that we're like, all of his attacks suddenly shoot light. The dodging felt inconsistent. Like, I'd roll forward, sometimes get hit, sometimes I wouldn't. Roll left, sometimes I get hit, sometimes I wouldn't. It felt like you had to be perfect every time. What was the other attack? The attacks were like he teleports and slashes like chopping wood like 9 times and like anime style. That attack, sometimes the damage was inconsistent. I get like 1 tapped by it. Sometimes I do like 1/4 of my health bar. I ran into that a lot in the DLC. I guess you're supposed to sprint and then like roll the last one from what I was watching videos on. But even then, it still felt inconsistent when I tried it. Thank God he's parryable, because if he wasn't parryable, man, I would have probably struggled with the build that I had. But yeah, it's parryable and can bleed. We got him, though. I thought he was a great boss. I know a lot of people thought he was cheesy, but, you know, once you learn a little bit, he's not too bad. But like I said, the annoying lasers. But overall, I thought it was a great fight. The music was top tier. And then we got Mr. Bale. Mr. Bale. Bale, I'm going to put under very difficult. And the reason why... Bale took me a while. He probably took me like 2 hours. But it wasn't because he was hard. It was because... It was like Melania, dude. Melania is an easy fight, which he has that stupid dance that kills you. Boom. 1 tap. Bale, on the other hand... Bale is the same way. He's easy. You go to his like fucking stub, or not his stub, you go to his working foot or his tail on the left side, and you can dodge pretty much all of his attacks easily. The boss with Bale is the camera, because like when he jumps up, you can't lock on. You have to be pre-locked on or else you're fucked. So I was like guessing when to roll. And the other attack was in phase 2. He does the breath that's like horizontal, and then he follows it up with a breath that's like vertical. It's like his phase 2 like ultra attack. And that 1-tapped me. And it was very inconsistent dodging. Like, the first horizontal one, you just dodge it. That's not bad. But the second one, you could never time it. It was fucking random. So, if that attack didn't exist, I'd probably get Bale in like 30 minutes. But since that attack existed, I died to that fucking cheap-ass attack more times than I'd like to say. Probably like, you know, 10, 15 times. Good fight, though. This fight, I think, probably had the best music in the game. And obviously Igon, where he's like, "Curse you, Bale!" I didn't use the summon and the kill, but I did summon him once just to hear, because everyone hyped him up. But yeah, that's all the bosses. I didn't really put them in any specific order, honestly. I just put them just in the tier. I think that's too much work to micromanage each group. But yeah, that's what I think. I guess I can scroll down so my head's not blocking the way. That's my tier list on the difficulty. Overall, great DLC. You know, I give it 10 out of 10. Lasted forever. You know, great weapons, great fights, good music. Classic, you know, FromSoft. So let me know what you guys think. Who you struggled on, who you thought was easy, and really all I got. Take it easy.